Now, tell me a little bit about how COVID and these end time things that we see happening are affecting Indonesia. What was it like? You've been over there for several years. What was it like when it hit in another culture? You know, I know what happens here, but what happened over?
Mm. You know, the the culture here is so ingrained in their traditional lifestyle that when COVID hit, it was like uh, it was like getting hit in the face with a brick for many of them, and it was like a sudden stop. You know, like and it really brought out what was in them. It brought out them, and it brought out the fear that was already a resident in their life. But they
Mhm.
kept that fear covered by their religion. They kept that fear covered by their cultural tradition. And COVID exposed the condition of the heart culturally, internationally, throughout the entire nation, and people begin to realize that their life was in was in greater need of God than they even stood. So for one whole year, the of 2019, 2019, 2020, the cultural perspective was, how can we deal with the fear that's invaded the atmosphere? And that was what the church began to deal with in here, was begin to deal with bringing down the level of fear and increasing the measure of the power of the Holy Spirit. Even in other religions began to seek the church for the encounter of God, and began to people in their religious lifestyles drop the barriers. I'm I'm Buddhist, I'm Hindu, I'm Islam, and we were welcomed into their environments because of the presence of the Holy Spirit. So
Hmm.
uh, I always say to people, the world is the same today as it was before COVID, because God that we serve is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The difference is who you are, your perception of your own heart of sinfulness, and your own heart of fear is what changed. You have a new perception of of what was resident in you before COVID. Now you understand what Jesus came to deliver you from, uh, when he went to the cross and shed his blood. So how has COVID impacted the government? They've taken up a serious effort to try to mitigate, um, people doing, all the social distancing thing and wear the mask thing. All those things have been implemented in a very orderly fashion, and even beyond what a lot of people were expecting here. Like if you were in public and you didn't wear a mask, then you were put on the bury the COVID dead team, and people didn't want to be on that team. So they were
Oh,
like, I'm gonna wear a mask. So they were pretty
so
serious about it.
it was taken a little serious, more serious over there. You didn't
Yeah.
have the pundits that were. It wasn't politicized there. Is that what you're saying?
No, 100% not political at all, because the people here are like sheep. It's just like Jesus said. Their mentality is they will follow exactly what the government tells them to do. It doesn't matter the religion. They are very simple. There's some very intelligent people here, but they follow the government like it's their king, it's their president. They have a high respect for their leadership, and you very rarely hear anyone speaking negative about anyone in their political uh, um, uh, government administration. Yeah,
Wow.
so they take it
Wow.
very serious.
Hello, my name is Pastor David Whitmore, and I want to invite you to join us every Thursday evening, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, for Ask the Pastors. We have a host of pastors available to answer your questions, to take your prayer requests, and just be available for you in these different and difficult times. Join us.